Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Really important information of what is going on in Tapachula. Information given by the our journalist over there in Tapachula, Carlos Mejia Lopez, as he has right now given us really important information for you guys. If you guys can share so we can start, and we can start giving up the information on who is the one that is organizing and who's the one that is creating all these riots. Good afternoon. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News and for America's Voice. Good afternoon to everyone. As we've been doing this broadcast, we did a little live show in the morning talking about the riots that is going on over there in Tapachula with the migrants regarding Africans and Haitians, regarding Africans and people from Haiti. Now, you can imagine that behind all this, somebody has to be behind all of this orchestrated riots. Somebody has to be behind all these orchestrated riots. What is the least surprise? Who do you think that it was? The organization that just appeared from all of a sudden, from nowhere. They came out from nowhere, and they're right there with the migrants. Pueblos Sin Fronteras, people. Pueblos Sin Fronteras is the organization that is right there causing the migrants to be rioting in that important facility that is Siglo XXI. The migrants from Africa, the migrants from Haiti, and this important figure that has been around the whole thing of immigration. This important man that was already arrested in Sonora, in Nogales, for trafficking of humans, and he got released in Mexico. This guy that has been over here in Tijuana, and that I have interviewed, and I have told him, stop the trafficking of children and stop the riots with children and migrants. This guy is the one that is behind all of this, of these riots that is going on over there in Tapachula in the Siglo XXI. Information, classified information that it was given to me by Carlos Mejia Lopez. Irineo Mujica from Pueblos Sin Fronteras is the one that is doing over there. It is the one that is provoking the migrants. I think the feed is dropping. I think we got a little bit of bad signal right here. Are we good? So we can continue. Are we good? I think that we're good. Irineo Mujica, the guy from Pueblos Sin Fronteras. I think we're back. Are we good? Are we good in the feed, people? Are we good in the feed? So we can continue. I think we're good in the feed. We're back. So as I was talking to you guys, the number one organization that is provoking all of this is Pueblos Sin Fronteras. Pueblos Sin Fronteras is the organization right now that is over there in Tapachula provoking the migrants to riot. That is what they do. Do you remember what happened over here with Irineo Mujica when they try to rush the border? When they try to rush the border, Irineo Mujica and Pueblos Sin Fronteras were the ones that they were organizing to rush the border. Now, who's the one that is organizing right now the Africans and the people from Haiti in the installations of Siglo XXI in Tapachula? Irineo Mujica again, by Pueblo Sin Fronteras. He's not alone. He's rolling with 5 bodyguards. He's rolling with 5 people around him. So they're just watching him, how he operates, how he's supposedly helping the immigrants, and how he is, you know, I don't get it. I don't know why the author is saying why he's getting authorized to be in those kind of places. Now, not only that, the speculation is strong, and it has, you know, Carlos Lopez, our friend Carlos from Tapachula, that he's a well-known journalist over there in Tapachula. He has got information. He has got information that Pueblo Sin Fronteras, it's paying some networks, some local networks, so they can immediately go when the police officers are acting and they're trying to push away the migrants. So they will look like the authorities are taking advantage of the migrants. Muy mala señal. Me está Facebook chingando cada rato. Are we good, people? I will go live in a few seconds because the signal is really bad, and I will go live from another place that I can show you. I will show you in a few minutes. I will go live in a few minutes. This area, I believe so, or it's Facebook that is messing with my live. I will go live in a few seconds for you guys. I will finish this broadcast and then go live again, so you guys can get a better signal and a better broadcast. Okay. We'll see you guys in a few seconds. Are we good? So are we good? So you want me to finish the broadcast, guys, or do you want me to keep going? In and out. Still good. Okay. So as we were having this conversation, you guys, about what is the whole situation over there in Tapachula. The whole situation right now in Tapachula, Pueblo Sin Fronteras is the organization that is operating to disturb and to provoke the migrants so they can start rioting. Now, in the moment, it is all a plan. It is all orchestrated, disgustingly orchestrated, how this organization from Irineo Mujica with Pueblo Sin Fronteras, how they operate. Now, what they do is that they disturb and they started causing riots. When they start causing riots, immediately this organization is paying reporters, some kind of reporters, so they can go and stop and start recording when the immigrants are getting pushed off, so everybody can look at the migrants as they are being abused, some kind of like that. So the organization that is really provoking the problem right now is Pueblo Sin Fronteras over there. Pueblo Sin Fronteras is an organization that is coming from Chicago, from the United States, and it has established worldwide. Pueblo Sin Fronteras has established worldwide. And are we good? Are we good with the feed? I think that I'm going to end the feed. A lot of people are complaining about that the feed is not going well. I just want to know if the feed is good. Moderator, is the feed is going well, please? Can you please tell me if the feed is okay? Moderator, can you please tell me if the feed is okay, please? Okay, everybody's saying yes. So the number one thing right here that is of much importance, that is of much difficulty, and that is a thing that is alarming for everybody. That is alarming for everybody. Irineo Mujica and Pueblo Sin Fronteras is operating in Tapachula. And the way that they're operating is provoking problems, provoking a riot, and provoking a situation. That's what they do. And they are the ones that they are causing all of these riots in Tapachula. It's not because of the immigrants. And Carlos has told me they're really organized. They're like 150 immigrants that they're constantly going back and forth. Going back and forth. 150 immigrants that they're going back and forth. Now, what am I saying by going back and forth? What am I saying going back and forth? Carlos is telling me that 100 immigrants, mostly almost 100, they're staying right there the night. And more than 50 or 60 immigrants, they go home and they are doing, they're rotating themselves every night. They're really organized. And they're organized to the fact that who's coaching them to be this organized. That's the other thing that, we were wondering. How do they know how to get organized to create a riot? To create a riot. So this is the number one thing that is concerning. Pueblo Sin Fronteras, we knew that they were operating. But right now, we know that they are the ones behind all these riots in Tapachula. They're the ones that they're behind all these riots in Tapachula. And Irineo Mujica is the one that is behind orchestrating the riots. Now, I don't know why they're letting him operate. I don't know why the government hasn't stopped him. There's a bunch of money involved. There's too much money involved. And that's why he's not getting arrested. He already got arrested when he was in Sonora with accusations of trafficking of humans and trafficking of children. But right now, he's not being arrested by the Mexican authorities, as they know that he is the only one that is organizing all of these riots and is provoking and is going and telling the immigrants, hey, do this, defend yourself. And then immediately when the authorities are trying to act and where they're trying to work to the SWAT team so they can push them out, so the buses can go in, immediately you see thousands of reporters coming in. And the speculation is strong that they are paying the reporters. This organization is paying reporters so they can go and record when they are possibly, and they're trying to make it look like immigrants are getting hurt. That is the situation right now in Tapachula regarding the riots. That is the situation right now in Tapachula regarding the riots. Now, we've been there. We've been to Siglo XXI. And I don't know if you guys remember, I've been there a couple of times. Situation over there, the atmosphere is real heat up. The atmosphere is real heat up over there. So that it's more of the Cubans, the Africans, and the people from Haiti. Those are the three that they're more upset of their visa of transit not being taken care of. Those are the ones that they're more upset and they're more anxious to get out of there. So these organizations coming from Chicago, that is Pueblo Sin Fronteras, are the ones that they know where to hit the right button. and where to provoke and how to do it. As Irineo Mujica in Pueblos Sin Fronteras, he has already done exactly the same situation in Tijuana, provoking immigrants so they can rush the border. And now he's provoking immigrants in Tapachula so they can stay and riot, and they can block the entrance of buses of immigrants that they're being picked up at the border at Guatemala and Suchiate, in Tapachula and Talisman also, so they can pick them up, bring them to justice and to the immigration center, and they can deport them. So their whole purpose is to block that process, and also ultimately they can demand the visa of transit. Now, where do you think they got that idea? How do these people know if they block the process, they can ultimately provoke the Mexican authorities so they can push them and be pushing them and putting pressure for them to get the visa of transit? So it is too much of an organized situation right now. So we know that we already know. I saw a video on social media of Irineo Mujica in Tapachula. I saw a video of him. Now, I thought, as soon as I saw that video, I'm like, oh man, we got problems now. We got problems. We got trouble. Why? Because we know what he does. And what he does best is organize people and create a problem. And that is what is happening. And now, people from Tapachula, journalists from Tapachula, they know that he is the number one problem. And that he's the one that is provoking the riots. Not only that, he's paying reporters from, paid off reporters from the left, that they are in the particular moment when they are pushing off immigrants, so they will make them look like they're getting hurt. So this is a problem that is difficult. It's difficult for everybody to understand. It's difficult because you guys are going to ask questions like why the government is not doing anything about it. Why the Mexican government is letting people still do this in Tapachula. And why it's not being taken care of. Those are three things. And I will give you an answer immediately. I will give you an answer, and it's real easy. It's real easy, that answer. It's too much money. There's too much money involved. It's too much. That is the number one thing. That is why he hasn't been stopped. That is why the organization from Pueblos Sin Fronteras hasn't been stopped. That is why. That is the number one reason why Irineo Mujica hasn't been arrested. He got arrested once in Sonora and Nogales, but he was let go. Why he was let go? If it is too obvious, it is too obvious that he is an organizer and that he is one of the guys that is provoking a problem. Why? So, just for everybody to know, information breaking in from Tapachula is that the riots that are happening right now in Tapachula are being provoked and are being organized by Pueblos Sin Fronteras. That is the information that we're getting right now by Carlos Mejia Lopez from ATN Noticias, and information from a couple journalists from Tapachula. Pueblos Sin Fronteras, the organization that is from Chicago, from the United States, is the one that is organizing and orchestrating all these riots in Tapachula in Siglo XXI. There's too many hints, and it's the same pattern. My God, man, it's the same pattern. I don't know how, Mexican authorities, they know that it's the same pattern. And American authorities, they need to react, and they need to act right now. Irineo Mujica is an American citizen, is a U.S. citizen. So they need to act right now. If he's just helping there, well, he's just helping. But if he's provoking, the American authorities need to act now. He's a U.S. citizen. He's not a Mexican citizen. He's a U.S. citizen. But he's Mexican. Hard, kind of difficult to elaborate on that. But the American authorities need to act now. And they need to act quick. Because all this provocation, what it's doing is putting pressure on the INAMI and also on Mexican authorities. So all these people that are pressuring and creating riots and creating problems in Tapachula and the installations of Siglo XXI, all these people, they want to migrate to the United States. And the one that is provoking this is a United States citizen by the name of Irineo Mujica, in an organization that is established in the United States that is called Pueblos Sin Fronteras. So it is really important that the American authorities need to act now. They need to act now. And they need to act quick. So this just in information brought to you by Carlos Mejia Lopez from Chiapas, from in Tapachula. It's a never-ending story with this kind of situations, people. It's a never-ending story. It's a never-ending story with this kind of situations. And also, individuals, they're always, they operate not only just one person, they operate in 5, 6, or 10 people. So there you go. Irineo was born in Mexico, migrated to the U.S., and now he's a U.S. citizen. The government of the U.S. should detain him and judge him in a court of law as a Mexican. Also. So everybody needs to understand that everything that is happening with the influx of migrants is the same pattern, people. It's exactly the same pattern. It's exactly the same pattern of operation. It is the same one. It is the same one. So we have all these American activists that they're constantly trying to cheat the American immigration system. And they're attacking and they're provoking for immigrants to cross illegally to the United States. That is the main thing. It is not just people within the country. It is not just immigrants. It is activists from the United States. So, I want to thank everybody to put in, I had a little bit of details right now with the signal. So I want to say hi to everybody. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News and for America's Voice. This information just came in right now, as our information guy and our correspondent over there, that he helps us a lot with information. He just told us, what, this is what is going on. This is what is being portrayed. He's paying, reporters for them to come with this when the situation is real serious. And it's just, it is constantly. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. It is constant. It is constant. And it is constant. So, we need to expose all these situations. We need to expose these organizations that they're really provoking a problem in our country. And they need to be stopped. And they need to end these riots. The SWAT team needs to get in there, eliminate all these immigrants, eliminate. I'm saying in the terms of putting them in justice and taking them to the immigration center of Siglo XXI. If they comply with rules, and they comply with the exact, and correct documents for them to migrate, okay, come into the country. But if you're not all right, man, you cannot come in. I'm sorry. It is not the same way. They think that Mexico, they can cheat everything. That is the thing that really gets me mad. They don't respect our Mexican laws. They don't respect our country. They don't respect our Mexican authorities. They don't respect nothing of our country. That is why they cheat. That is why they come over here and they start provoking these riots, because they think that they're not going to be held accountable for nothing. That is the reason why. So, I wanted to give you guys this quick information as I'm riding. I'm riding right now. I'm going to a shelter right now. I'm trying to get into this shelter to get you guys, more news about how many migrants they're coming in from Congo. I'm trying to get into this shelter. I will try right now, as I finish this broadcast, I will try to go into another shelter for you guys to give you, coverage of a shelter that is, the majority of them are from Congo. So I'm trying to get in there, trying to get permission to go in there. Another thing, for everybody to know, share this information for people to know what's going on in Tapachula with the riots with Africans and people from Haiti. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Thank you so much for everybody for watching. Also, I'm taking a minute of your time. I don't want to take that much time. With all respect, I want to say thank you to all the American audience and the Mexican audience that has been sharing our broadcast in America's Voice. And also, since we went to Guatemala, we came over here and we did, broadcasts of the wall between America's Voice. Also, we did, 3 walks through the wall. We've been doing, risking a lot. We're going up in the mountain. Also, we've been doing a lot of broadcasts and Border Network News and, breach points and all of that stuff. And, we did a couple funny videos over there. And, we received a really good phone call today from one of the producers. And they told us, keep up the good work. You have more than 300,000 views. I didn't think that views was that important. Now that, things are growing, views is really important. And we have more than 300,000 views in 3 weeks. I want to say thank you to everybody, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your support. More than 300,000 views. Wow, I'm really surprised. I want to say thank you to everybody that has been supporting Anthony Agüero at Border Network News, and also Oscar Blue at Border Network News with the platform of the phenomenal and beautiful people of America's Voice. Thank you, all the phenomenal and incredible and outstanding people at America's Voice. Thank you so much. And as we are growing, every accomplishment that we make, I want to say thank you to everybody, and I appreciate everybody for their support. Thank you so much for what you guys have been pushing us through. As we are going right now through a phase of people going back and forth, we don't care about that. We care about work. We're concentrated on work. We don't care what everybody says. If they plaster our image, they try to do whatever they do. People care about news and they care about work. So that is our results right there. That is our main results. So, thank you so much. It's been sharing our broadcast and our news. It's been sharing to a lot of places. Also, I want to add the fact that, an accomplishment that one of our colleagues, that is what they are. They're colleagues, Cindy and Duke Gomez Shemp. They accomplished their broadcast to be shared on a really important person and a really important personality in the United States. That is Laura Loomer. One of their broadcasts was shared on her platform. Congratulations on that. It's an accomplishment. That means that, their work on investigative reports on Antifa and also on organizations that are working on trafficking people and on trafficking children is working. That means that you guys are moving forward. Congratulations on that. Also, congratulations on that. And also I want to add the fact that, Ben Bergquan is, his Facebook page got dropped, but he's keeping moving forward. I talked to him yesterday. He's okay. He's good. He's going to keep on moving forward, and we're going to keep on working together. We have a big plan for you guys probably this month, and it's going to be great. So I want to say, also appreciate my partner, Conservative Anthony, as he's pushing and he's working hard run for District 16 of El Paso as a congressman. Thank you so much, partner, for all your support. And to everybody that has been working hard on this, man. Everybody that has been working hard. All those freelancers that, that we are exactly the same. We're not more and we're not less. We're exactly the same. We're fighting for the same cause. We're exposing and we're working. This is work. We're reporting and we're working for everybody to know. So thank you so much for all your support. Thank you, and God bless you. Stay tuned if I go live right now at a particular shelter. If I don't, I will do a live video later on tonight, so I will give you guys more updates on what is going on in Tapachula with the situations of the migrants. I will be live right now in a few seconds if they let me in this shelter. If not, I will do another video, another live video of information for you guys. Thank you so much. You guys have a really blessed and beautiful evening. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News and for America's Voice. Have a great evening. Stay safe and always remember peace and love, because always your country is first.